Siema, z tej strony jest Big Bad Dice. Gramy w Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Mamy 2 questyki do zrobienia i powoli chce się nam spać, ale najpierw trzeba napisać list. W sensie w grze chce się spać. Dla jakichś łotrów, tak? Więc zajmijmy się tym. I hasło im trzeba powiedzieć, żeby było śmiesznie. Nie pamiętam tego hasła oczywiście. Milczenie z srebrem? Chyba coś takiego. Ciekawe, czy zapisał w dzienniku? Nigdy nie zapisuje. No właśnie. Mowa jest srebrem, milczenie jest srebrem, coś takiego. Czy tu wcześniej innej akcji nie było dla Żydów?
Who are you? And what are you doing here, lad?
I'm Henry. I'm supposed to help you write a letter?
Oh, right. Kwiatoslav sent you, didn't he? And there's something you're supposed to tell us, though. Well, almost. But fuck the password. The main thing is you can write. Let's get started, eh?
First, tell me why there's all this secrecy around this letter. And why are we meeting here? It doesn't look like an office.
Well, that's the way it's done in Gutenberg. There's a lot of coin at stake, so we take precautions. And secrets that everyone knows are no secrets.
But you don't mind getting a complete stranger to write the letter?
Of course we mind, but what choice do we have? If Kwiatoslav sent you, we'll take the risk.
All right, let's get to it.
Right, a nice polite beginning. Greetings, Master Markhold. I hope you are in good health.
Never mind his old woman. Is he even married? Write this. You fucking are.
We can't be so brutal. We have Markhold as a merchant. He's all about coin.
He ain't no merchant. He's a murderer. What do you think, Tom? He got rid of him when we started getting suspicious.
So? Thomas was a bastard anyway.
I'm just saying we have to stick it to Marco brutally, so he doesn't think we're afraid of him.
Bollocks. If we do that, he'll think there's no talking to us. We have to do it with a silver tongue.
Suit yourself. For all I care, you can just draw the fucking thing. It'll be shit anyway.
Well, do it like I said. So, dear Master Markhold.
Markhold?
And you don't need to.
Well, it occurred to me...
He is an important man, and...
I'm writing... So, dear Master Markhold. Done. Next.
We are writing to you about his...
That you fucked us over.
Would you please let me compose this letter?
All right, all right.
Now, where was I?
We are writing to you in good faith that we can resolve this misunderstanding.
Gwałcony Henryk.
Surely What's next?
Right.
To get to the
Why don't you get to the door and fuck off? If you keep sticking...
We'll never get it written if you don't get to the...
So, we expect from you some remedy that will lead to...
You'll find out.
Right and...
All right. We ask you to rectify the situation. Written.
All right. Let our mates go free. Otherwise, we'll go to the powers.
Free our captive brothers. Ah!
Why? Once they return to us safe and sound, and your secret will be safe.
Mój sekret?
You don't really believe
Why not? If we disappear, he'll be out.
he'll
A mamy... O, jego.
kills us?
Shut up, you.
You shut up, you.
What was that about?
Nothing.
Don't give me that.
All right, tell him.
Us and Markle made a deal. We stole.
Except he never actually.
So we started to set aside a bit of every. Selling raw silver here in the city ain't exactly safe, but you can manage.
Except that fucker Marco got wind of it, took our mates captive.
You didn't have to tell him that.
Don't worry, he's a good lad. He'll help us.
Of course you're right. What do you want me to write then?
As soon as our mates come back safe and
Jak patrzę z nadzieją, czy Henryk poprawi.
Have returned to us safe. Done.
maybe
Like, go.
we can't put that in the letter. Yours trustingly in your what?
With regards and trust in your wisdom. That's that.
Great. Give it to me so I can.
We are.
Can't we just leave it be?
He knows too much.
I'd be no good to him anyway. Kurwa. I shouldn't have.
You must be the biggest idiot.
Fuck. Yeah.
Jesteście pewni?
Why are you laughing? Have you gone mad?
You two want to kill me. Are you serious?
We've been breaking rocks all our life. They're a lot harder.
But iron's harder than rock.
I've broken more chisels.
Besides, there's two of us and you.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
I po co ci to było? Po co im to było? Teraz jestem ciekawy, jak to się skończy. O co, najpierw na dziwki? Zdam quest tamten. I odpocznę. Po co im to było? Bez jaj, przecież Henryk wygląda jak chodząca maszyna zakłady. Czemu oni go zaatakowali? To jest nonsens jakiś. Takie ciężkie jest u mnie w plecaku. A naręczaki mam. Ale coś ciężkie jest. Nie wiem, walić to. Kiedyś zrobię porządek. Po co spać, jeżeli można się wykąpać i to też regeneruje wytrzymałość całą.
God be with you. What'll it...
I'd like a... Why, really?
I'll call...
Widząc jak wykorzystuje Henryk ich, to mogliby zabrać ten rabat.
Look, don't try that again. It happens. Just which way you're going next time.
Mój ulubiony sposób regeneracji w tej grze. Zdajmy ten quest, jak już tu jesteśmy. Weźmy kolejny, trzeci już będzie z ciągu, to będzie ostatni.
I'm sorry.
Czemu oni mnie zaatakowali? Przecież to powalone. I w ogóle na groźbę zareagowali. Dawno nie miałem tak, że groźby ktoś nie zareagował. Naprawdę kretyni jacyś.
Lord be with you.
I've deciphered the...
Fantastic!
Well, it was pretty confusing.
And what about Hog?
He killed Hinek.
Sometimes he snaps, and then people think we're all like...
Thankfully, Hinek had a...
Let me see. Imagine the look on Sigismund's face when his rich
Here they are.
tunnel markings. And I saw this symbol for Richie. You can go and check it out.
Do you have any more work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming.
Martins will be gone.
Just a
What more
moment.
you can say.
Pośle po mnie.
It smells so bad, it would put a pin to it.
What a day.
We'll never be able to decipher the symbols.
Dobrodela, but thanks.
Sure.
See you soon, my friend.
A, dopiero się teraz quest zakończył.
Service is kind of...
Is it...
Hugh, he's been...
What will it be?
O, tu też na Slack mogę kupić abonament.
Good afternoon.
What do you have?
Mam tych kostek. To sprzedać część. O, to te kradzione zostały. Myślałem, że zabrali mi je, a tutaj są dalej.
I'd like to do something...
Aye.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts. Take care, sir.
Dobra, wrócę tu kiedyś indziej, tyle. Dobra. Tu też jakiś quest.
God bless you, sir.
To tu czy nie tu? Nie tu, gdzieś obok. A, bo to jest z tym, dobra, to coś innego. Nie, tego nie na razie. Tutaj dostarcz list, tak? Świnia kładzi. W sensie, że świnia tam prawdziwa, a nie, że Henryk.
May God give you health, sir.
Po co ja mam to dawać, jeżeli zaszlachtowałem tam tych dwóch typów? Się sami chcieli, tak? Zaatakowali mnie. Dosłownie mnie zaatakowali. Debile, ja nie mogę. Przecież ludzie chcą umrzeć po prostu. Samobójcy. Seryjni samobójcy. To mam gadać? Markold Zlom.
What can I...
I'm looking for...
Das bin ich. What do you want?
This pair of bastards forced me to write a threatening letter to...
Das ist schrecklich. And that letter you told me about?
That doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter, you say?
Well, I just wanted to let you know. If they wanted something...
Uh-huh. Thanks. Here's a bit of coin and...
Quest się zakończył, tak czy inaczej. Dobra, zobaczmy, co tutaj w tej starej kłótni świeci. W gruncie coś jest i tu coś jest, no już mało co zostało. Gdzieś zbagowany był quest, pamiętacie, był znacznik, a nie mogłem nic wziąć. Tu walki bokserskie mi pokazane są, ciekawe, czy tu nie będzie walk bokserskich.
Good day to you.
Hmm.
Till we meet again.
Mogę zaaktywować tego questa. Bo to jest bardzo fajny quest. Wiem, co za quest. Chciałbym go nagrać. O, martwe krowy są. Ale ludzie nie zainteresowani.
I'm sorry.
Nikogo tu nie ma w ogóle. Wieśniak.
May God give you help, sir.
Było mi pójść do karczmy, może się aktywować? Już byłem tam przecież przed chwilą i gadałem. Ktoś poobijany przyszedł do nich, no nie? Mówił. Dobra, spróbujmy, jak nie, to zajmę się czymś innym. Szkoda też czasu. Jebać. Wiecie co? Wkurwia mnie w ogóle twórca tej gry, on teraz, wiecie, drilluje i mówi, jak to zajebisty sukces. To jest sukces, nie? Ale ta gra już ile minęło czasu, przecież jak ja długo ją nagrywam, tak z najlepszych serii, jaką robiłem. I ciągle wrzucam odcinki, ciągle są tu bugi, non stop są tu bugi. Czemu tego nie naprawiono jeszcze? Już DLC zdążyli sprzedać, a jeszcze kurwa nie naprawili podstawowej gry. To dużo z tych bugów, to nie jest tak, że nie wiem, ciało czasami w powietrzu się unosi, tak? Nie opadnie na ziemię. Bugów jest po prostu dużo tutaj. Sporo questów nie działa, tak jak widać na załączonym obrazku. Ech.
My respects. Christ! Pardon me. Was möchtest du?
What's new?
Ha! Widzicie?
What's new?
Niewiarygodne. Dobra, jebać, to zrobimy te zwłoki. Jakkolwiek to nie zabrzmiało źle.
Where are you headed? Come back.
You have a kind master, eh?
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Good day. What would
You must be the...
That's right. At least them that... Greetings, Henry.
I hear there was a murder here recently.
True. True.
Another?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as... So if you ain't one of them gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no.
I don't want to take anything.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa.
What do the Lords of Lipa care?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the...
Ah, that makes more sense. At least it's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one?
No, no. He actually...
Help? How?
Well, he was
Right. You said...
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the...
Do you remember...
You mean you don't know nothing about it?
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks.
Do you know where the last...
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here.
Look for clues. Footprint...
That can help.
That's worth a try.
I heard she...
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to...
Well, like I told you, he used to work...
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard...
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that in... But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk
I'd like to speak with Lumiere.
at his home in Bohemia Street. That's near the church. You won't... I don't know exactly why, though.
Thanks.
It's my pleasure. Especially help... Actually, speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here. I think her name is Bar...
And do you know where I...
She said she serves in one of the burgers'
Thanks again. Are you Barbara?
Alice. She was almost like a... Why'd you ask?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid that...
Ah,
Who did you serve?
our master is a local merchant.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home.
What do you mean, like this?
You haven't seen her yet?
I haven't.
Then don't. She was...
What do you mean?
Who could have cut off her hair like...
So, I'll leave you... So, my God. Someone really did a number on her. Ugh. They ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Anyway, what else do we have? Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her. These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, but it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something... God, that madman cut off both... What did he do with it all afterward? Did he really keep all the pieces? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but she has a dark ring around her neck. And her hair is all matted with blood. Maybe there's something more to it. Just some scratches and bruises, that's all.
Pewno był uzbrojony, że jej mieczem go się ją zaatakował. No i co, stópkarzu?
The murderer must have awfully strong hands. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. He also cut off most of her hair. Somebody mutilated her and left her lying there, as probably for someone who knows they're doing something wrong.
Tam było to morderstwo inne, tak? Co on żyga?
Oh,
Żyga.
Christ, my head.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so.
That's some hangover, unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off. This should sober... Here. Better?
What?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl.
To me?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house?
I used to be.
They say that.
Because I was just on some... And what came of it?
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it. You'll just end up hurting your...
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody would... We let it be in the end. We let a monster... No way.
I'm not doing it for myself.
A friend, eh? I searched high and low. What makes you think you can find...
Potrafię myśleć.
Because I'm stubborn. And I don't have any other...
You think that will...
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out.
Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was amazing.
I think that he strangled her first, and then...
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled. If it's not all the same person, they must be...
This is the 6th one?
Probably about a year. Sometimes it takes him months. Sometimes weeks.
Why are you counting?
Because I think someone killed them.
Did the dead girls have anything...
Aside from being pretty young girls...
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor?
Certainly. If somebody killed their daughter...
But why does he even kill in the...
I don't know. Maybe he hates women.
What can you tell me?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, she was a maid in a German family. She was orphaned.
Za pies!
They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of...
Did you have any suspect?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remember besides that, when I talked to them, and his mother told me that they threw her out a week before them. That really surprised me. Because Father maybe he just didn't want...
What about...
She was an alehouse.
You said her body was never found.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful.
Did you
You could suspect every second man there. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya. Since...
So if I want to learn... And what about that...
Exactly. But besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim.
But if her body was never...
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively. I never could pin it on her, though.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name... When I asked him about Zdena...
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with...
He might be. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory.
And what about the...
It all started with them, though nobody did much. She'd only been in town for a short while, But the other one, Libushka, she said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some...
You mean she wanted someone high...
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never...
Interesting.
In the graveyard, lad. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. There's nobody else left who could...
Why were you looking into...
I don't know what people told you about me. Gutenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades. From one rich man to another.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until... recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Dużo rzeczy, co? Powiedział bardzo. Wszystko się rozbija o dziurkę i kreta. Mam porozmawiać z kretem w dziurce. O, znowu na cmentarz mnie wygania. Stara, dobra knajpa. Ciekawe, czy to będzie związane z tymi bandytami niby szpiegami, dla których kapustę kradłem.
He's the one sending him there.
What are you talking about?
It's gospel. They say she's mad for it. The old man isn't up to it anymore. He wanted her to stop
Już
pestering,
tam byłem.
so he made a deal with Dirk Star.
And all that fencing is just a
How's
bit
your
of fun, that's
sister?
all.
Fine. Men's opinion. Why'd you ask?
No teraz z ojcem Prokopem muszę pogadać.
Father,
I don't have time for theological...
that's not why I'm here. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body.
Another one murdered. Why is it...
Somebody is murdering maids here.
Yes, but...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more.
True enough.
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. What can you tell me about?
About Yarka.
Where did you know?
I knew her since...
And? Who do you think?
William. That pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day. Yarka always went there.
Why do you think it was William?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser. A tool of...
And does anyone else come to mind?
No.
You raised her?
Yes. Unfortunately,
No offense, but
I was a bit, when she was... Maybe...
how?
When she was small.
Why do you think you were too hot?
Yarko was an orphan. Her only chance of a good life. But the more I led her in...
You're well off, though.
I couldn't. Even if she had...
How come?
The church's property.
How did she rebel?
She wouldn't listen.
Disgrace.
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived.
O,
What then?
Why don't you respect?
That's my business. I won't tell you.
Come now. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. Isn't it written in scripture?
A layman quotes the Lumiere.
What?
Yes.
And
It turned out he was deranged. He's finished.
I've heard enough, Father.
Son, I'll give...
nic nie wiem tak naprawdę. Kręcę się w kółko. 3 podejrzanych jest. Jeszcze ten podrywacz cały. Gdzieś musi trofea ktoś trzymać. Może trzeba im po kieszeniach pozaglądać. Włosy, półkule, coś takiego może mają przy sobie. Może trzeba to się nie sprawdzić. Myślałem o tym w sumie.
Put it away. Certainly, you have no say in it.
Good day to you.
Nie ma jeszcze roboty dla mnie.
Good day to you.
Did it stun you?
Stun ya? It depends.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main... What kind of guest?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how...
By the fact he spends a...
Aye. I like so. What'll it be?
What if I simply paid you and you tell... I want to know if Stanya works here.
She did. And
I heard she disappeared without a trace.
it's possible the chamber, the door, open. Everything empty.
Tell me something.
First, you'll have another beer.
What?
If you want to ask. I prefer to be so.
I'm getting tired of this. I'll give you the money up front. Now you're gonna spend.
All right.
Did anybody see what actually...
No, it was at night. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour.
What was Stanya like?
A bold woman. One has to be here. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close...
Someone from the...
No. A charcoal. I think his name was...
Rzezina.
What do you know about that?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chap. He called himself William. As far as I know, he...
You think he...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out... I know he met with some odd people and talked... Besides, you know what minstrels are like.
Or in this case... Apart from the... I mean...
Well, I got bad news for you.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, and the other one got...
How did Stan...
The door was wide open.
Blood?
Not so much, really. More if someone done her in.
Where can I find...
I already told you.
Could you be a bit more...
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is... So if I was you, I...
That's all I need to know.
All right.
Are you Sternad? The one...
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has...
Well, then piss off. All you're gonna get here...
Why so rash? That kind of... Let's make a deal. You tell me everything...
Ah. You're the lord.
So, if I understand correctly...
For the right price, I...
Is this the right...
Serio?
Bet it is.
Where can I find...
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know.
Yeah.
I can well imagine. Well, she had some unfinished business with some bloke.
What can you tell me...
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble.
So you were taking...
Well, just in front of...
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But
Did she have any friends or lovers who'd know more?
Who come to see that bitch?
Someone came to see...
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came. He said he had some job for her. That she should live. But he left empty-handed. She told him to...
Do you know who that priest...
Some fucking Prokop or... But that...
Ty nie rozmawiałem z nim przed chwilą?
Saw her a couple of times with another bastard.
And could she have run...
With that lily liver... Well, he ain't been seen in town for some... He still don't come here no more. He plucks...
What do you know about the...
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before. And he had some... But she weren't stupid. She...
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look... I think he just told her if she changed her mind to come and...
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him?
No, no.
I've heard enough.
What are you doing?
Dobra, gdzie teraz? To tam w nocy wyląduje pewnie.
Where are you headed? Come back.
Co powiedział?
Who else would I be talking to? Show me your pockets. Because I said it. But he threw me
You're whistling for the cow. I apologize.
Czy ten quest mogę na przykład za długo robić? No ale to bez sensu, przecież idę po wszystkich śladach, co? Art.
It's William, right?
What is it? Do we know each other?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other. And we have a lot of mutual...
What? I don't have to talk.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. If you don't start giving me some answers right now, because I'll break all your fingers, and you're...
What?
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one...
Come on, ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice.
The one they found dead somewhere.
Oh, her.
I heard she used to...
Yeah, and?
They say she had a rich young
Me? Do I look rich?
But you could at least pass yourself off as well.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary.
And did you ever meet It was a long time ago, but I heard...
Oh, that one.
Because somebody...
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault.
And did you know she was...
What? That's horrible.
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the...
What? Mine? I never...
And can you tell me...
I don't know anything.
And I hear you knew...
Wszystkich znał.
The alehouse wench from...
Well, she batted her eyes.
And the innkeeper...
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she...
And aren't you just saying that because she left...
Oh, come on! The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. If I was you, I wouldn't take...
And what about Zden?
Do I know Zdena?
Did she steal some?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal.
You don't happen to know...
There were lots. Anyone she thought was like young von Groller. When he started coming here, far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed the... Look, why are you asking me? You don't seriously think I...
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm sure...
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chap. And now...
But I had no...
Confess, or this...
What do you mean?
If you come clean and get lucky, they'll... So...
No, I...
Dobra, to nie on raczej.
Clue leads me back here to you.
You won't hear about me again.
Bart Wilhelm. A, to turniej, tak? To turniej mnie nie interesuje. No i co, tu nie ma znacznika? Bo tu młyn jest. W nocy będę jechać, niedobrze. Udało ci się uniknąć z pułapek. Co on taki, kurwa?
You can't stand up to this!
Zdychaj już, typie. Kurwa, nieśmiertelny jakiś, widzicie? Już miałem wcześniej. Ale uderzył mnie, wow, ale feature'y mamy, kurwa, patrzcie. No z jaj, widzieliście to? Randomowe spotkanie na drodze, pojawił się jakiś śmiertelny typ, którego przesiuchałem mieczem kilka razy. I 3 razy perfect strike'em, ale kurwa zabił mnie na 2 hity, no zajebista gra, nie ma co. Ciekawe kiedy save był. Dawno nie zapisywałem gry. Nie spodziewałem się tego, gdybym się spodziewał, to bym zapisał, ale kurwa nie. Jeszcze po rozmowie z tym muzykiem pierdolonym. Tak. Ale kurwa, co to było w ogóle? Jakiś super bandyta się trafił. Zawiszo-czarny. Ale żałosne. Marny czas, kurwa. Śmieszne to było. No śmieszne, no. Ty głupia gra jest, nie wiem. Uparłem się, że zrobię. Czy głupia? Fajna jest, ale... O, znowu pułapka. Znowu nie udało się zniknąć pułapki. Znowu prześwit.
You're a dead man! Help! You fucker!
You bloody mutt!
Here, mutt.
Gdzie ten typ, którego ratowałem? Gdzie drugie ciało? Gdzie zaginęło w trawie? Gdzie ten typ? Gdzieś... Walić go. Nie obchodzi mnie on.
Go! Go!
Ta złodziejka, tak? Będzie. Czy ja dobrze jadę? Nie, źle jadę. Parobek dzban.
Are you Pine?
I am.
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonehad said so.
You're a friend of
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him.
So you knew Stenner?
I know Stenner all right. But she ain't been... Why are you looking for?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city.
Kurva.
What can you tell me?
She always had it hard. She lost her...
And what about Stonehad?
Sternard was her guardian angel. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore.
Uh-huh.
That's because... That's why she'd come to me with her loot. Before they... And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go well.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables.
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had...
And what about that signet?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it...
Do you know what kind of luck she...
No. I didn't recognize that signet.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a...
That she did. She also had a...
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg.
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back.
And did you see him?
No. But Zdenna thought she even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make...
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the wood. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it...
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could...
Fuck! I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any right...
Is Denna's scarf?
Aye. I wanted to give it back.
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me. Here you go.
And could it have been Father Pro...
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes...
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job. But
I don't know.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was...
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll go and check out...
I hope you don't. Take care and have a good night.
Co? Daleko to jest, tu niedaleko. Tam pójdziemy. Dobra, my będziemy kończyć. Słyszymy się jutro. Cześć.